Hello everybody, my name is Unseeks, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my Dark Souls 3 review. Now, I have been playing this game almost non-stop for a very long time now, probably like at least a week. Every day I've been playing it for at least a week. And I've beaten the game, and I really want to talk to you guys about this game. Okay, so first, let's get right into... Let me tell you guys some bad things I don't like before I get into the thousands and thousands of good things. Okay, so the bad things the things I don't like about this game. There's kind of two. One of them is the co-op feature. I kinda wish this could just be because I've never played a Dark Souls game. I know a lot of people say the co-op in this game is perfect, way better than any other game. I just wish it was a little more easier, because it is kind of difficult to completely play with friends, because sometimes, when you beat a boss in a certain area, you're not allowed to go back with that area with a friend. So you're kind of just like, if you're stuck and you have to go back and get an item, you're kind of all alone. But besides that, I would really say that that's honestly it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, that honestly is the only thing I don't like about this game, and that's such a small thing. Alright, so let's get into this game. So this game is the third game in the series, but in timeline perspective, this is the third game in the timeline too. So basically, the main plot of this game is the Lords of Cinder have been rung by the bell at the Firelink Shrine because the fire is flaming and it needs to be relit. Now, the Lords of Cinder will not come back to their thrones to light the flame, so we must hunt them ourselves. Really, this game, for my first ever Dark Souls game, I did play and beat Demon Souls, but besides that, this game, what a freaking intro to the series. Oh my gosh. Just, if you want to just have like a little perspective of this game, look up the Dark Souls 3 intro cinematic. Literally, I fell in love as soon as I saw it. So, this game, I've played a lot of RPGs, like I played like Skyrim, I played Fallout, played Dragon Age, played Witcher, I played a lot of those games. None of them compare to this, when it comes to how deeply you can get involved in this. Basically, this game, I honestly can't explain it that well, since this is my first one, but I'm just gonna go off what I know. This game, you can't hate playing this game. Sure, you'll get angry at the bosses, but the way you're represented playing this game, the story, oh my gosh, I can't even say enough about the story. I'm one that really loves lore in single player games. I Skyrim lore, Elder Scrolls lore, Fallout lore, I look that stuff up all the time, literally. Sometimes I was like my whole day just looking up lore. The lore in this is literally, I think it might be the best lore in gaming history. I'm not just saying that because I love this game. I am dead serious. The lore in this is so well developed and just so in depth. Honestly, let me actually show you guys how the lore is done. How the players of the community tell these stories. So, I'm going to my inventory and I'm going to look at my Firelink Greatsword. I am going to, if I can figure out how to do it, I am going to read this. The Lords of Cinder linked the first flame, and this greatsword was yielded by their Deatheric manifestation. This coiled sword, found thrusted in the bonfire, existed long before the throneless lords themselves. Those lines, that is the lore of this the whole series. You could literally go on multiple things. Like, I'll go on this one. A black bow named after a hero of old, known for the unusual stance from which it is fired, has a longer range than standard bows, but successful use requires a trained, dexterous hand. This This is how they get the lore. They don't go on websites. The developers do not give them the lore. They have to look it up themselves, and by gosh, the lore in this, it's probably the best part for me. The gameplay I'll get to in a second, but I just want to talk about this lore. The lore in this, every time you defeat a boss, it's like you want to look at the soul and read the soul. I think I have a soul for you guys. I'll read it for you. Let's do the Vort of Boreal Valley. Soul of Vort of the Boreal Valley, one of the twisted souls steeped in strength, used to require many souls or transpose. Okay, that's a really good one. Okay, but after you defeat bosses, you go into different areas and you just try to pick up more items and items to figure out the lore. Look at, okay, also, this game, look at that. Oh my gosh, look how freaking beautiful this is, man. This might be one of the most beautiful games I've ever played. Just how it puts you into the world, how it makes you feel, is just such a good game. This game, I don't think it's rivaled by any other RPG. I'm very sad it's the last in the series because I'm getting very into this lore, like extremely into this lore. But let's talk about the gameplay. Obviously Dark Souls games are known for very, very hard gameplay, and that's why some people don't like Dark Souls games, because it's very hard. This game, I'm not gonna lie, for my first time playing a Dark Souls game, or a Souls game in a while, this game wasn't that bad. It's not like I, teared out my controller or anything, and that's because I think a lot of people, they don't want to get these games, because they come with a perception that, oh, it's just a hard game, I don't want to play these hard games, I just want to play a good game. People think that just the hardness and the difficulty of the Souls series is all they have. It is way more than that, and everybody will learn that if they play. And it doesn't matter if you played the first Soul game, the second, or hell, if you ever played Bloodborne, it doesn't matter. You could come into this and learn so much and want to play the other ones. I haven't had a game in a while have me play the game and want me to play another game before it in the series. I haven't had that in a while. And this game does it. Again, let's get back into gameplay mechanics. Yeah, I'd honestly say the reason why a lot of people don't get these games is because they think the difficulty is all there is, and they don't think it's that fun. But the gameplay mechanics, it's easy enough to learn for a less skilled player. So let's bring this guy up here, and I'll show you guys some simple stuff. He'll come up here, Jesus. Hey, one-on-one, bud. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna switch. Alright, oh no, I killed him though. Okay, I'll just do it without him. Okay, so you have your R1 attack, which is light. You have your R2, which is heavy. You have your, if you hit triangle on your thing, you go into a dual wield, and then you can do your special attack. Every weapon has its own special attack. This one, such a cool attack. And then it leaves the fire on the sword. Oh my gosh. That is the blue bar, that is your FP bar, otherwise known as focus points. Green bar is stamina, red bar is health. It's pretty knowable. Then on the left hand, usually you have your swords, weapons on the right, spells on top, and consumables on the bottom. Obviously, there is more in-depth controls like parrying. I gotta get a shield repair. So this shield, if you hit L2 with it, I lied. Okay, I'm sorry. If you hit L2 with this shield, it does this. If someone attacks you right before this, you can stagger them and do massive damage to them. This game makes it so if you haven't played a Souls game, you won't get lost. You won't feel like, like, oh my gosh, I don't know where to go. It's like, in some games, sometimes I get like, kind of like, oh my gosh, I don't know where to go. I'm gonna be lost here for an hour. I'm not gonna experience the game. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be stupid. But in this game, the linearity of this game, when I mean linearity, I mean linear. I just can't speak. This game is actually linear. It's not like it's open world or anything. It's not like, it's like Fallout where it's literally you can go anywhere. Let's think of it like you have a path. But off the path, you have multiple branches that could either lead back to the main path with a shortcut or something, or can go its own way and you can find a secret. It's basically, let's look at it like this. The game you could represent like this. Main game, straight ahead. You can just go your straight path, you know, just follow it to the boss. But then you can go on the left, right over here, shortcut back to the mid one. Then, you go right here, oh my gosh, secret. You know, that's how the game is. You won't get lost, you won't get confused. This game is just so well put together. Like, I understand now why so many people in love with this game. The gameplay mechanics are amazing. It's so much fun. Let me just quickly show you one of the coolest things I think I've ever seen in video games. This is a Farron Greatsword. I had gotten it from the Undead Legion boss. Let me show you what attack this thing can do. Possibly the coolest attack I've ever seen in a video game. Possibly. I'm getting killed. Okay, two more things I want to quickly go over. I'm going to go over quickly the PvP. The PvP in this game, oh my gosh, it is probably one of the best multiplayer experience I've had in a long time. A long time. The multiplayer experience for this game isn't you join a lobby and you fight someone. It's you're in your own world and you can summon someone with a soapstone that you can find, and you can summon them and you can either battle them and you can have them help you. There is literally competitive tournaments for this. There is fight clubs. There is PvP tutorials. There is channels dedicated just to the PvP. Right now, I have on one. This is the best PvP weapon in the game. This is the best PvP weapon in the game, and I know this because the community is so well put together. Now, let me get to my final part of this: the community. This community has been built since 2009 when Demon's Souls was released. This community is very, very rich in history. This community is very, very nice to view. You could watch so many different YouTubers, and there's so much. And some of them have played since Dark Souls 2, some of them have played since Dark Souls 1, some of them have played since Demon's Souls, the very originator of the Souls series, and it's just such a wonderful community. I have talked to multiple people in a PvP fight, and they're just... when I didn't know much about the series, I asked them, oh my god, please, oh my gosh, this game is so fucking cool. But I asked them, you know, like history about, you know, maybe PvP tournaments and stuff. The stories that they tell, the community in this has probably one of the most richest histories in gaming. The people in the community are so dedicated. They care about their game. They love it. They love this series, and I am happy to say I'm finally part of it. I am going to go back and play the rest of the Souls games on my PS3 for sure. 100%. I am going to buy Bloodborne and play that. Alright guys, that'll be the end of my review for Dark Souls 3. I highly recommend to pick this game up. Easily top 10 game for PS4 right now. I hope you guys liked my review for it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys later.